Hey, Flo here. About to fall asleep, but I'm gonna live stream anyway, try to work on some stuff in the shop. See what I can get done today. Stayed up all night, so pretty tired. But we'll try to see what we can do. So I think I'm actually finally ready to, okay, maybe not quite ready, but getting really close to putting the cement board in. So I think I'll get to that point. There's just that one, well, more than one actually, but two strips of insulation that I need to staple in, and then I can start putting the cement boards in. Got completely distracted last night, this morning, all night, whatever, on an AI project trying to get something to work. I couldn't get it to work. Got far along into it. It's one of those where I'm like debating, should I look at the code and actually try to solve it myself? I think I'm going to try a hybrid approach. I'll probably look at the code a little bit, but more just refine my prompts to like ridiculous levels of detail to really force it to do what I want. One might argue that, well, isn't it just easier to write the code yourself? Not when you suck like me. I just can't write code anymore. It especially involves a bunch of time mathematics, which I could probably eventually figure it out. And that's why I was thinking more of a hybrid approach. I could sort of look at the code and try to add my 2 cents to it, but as I'm doing that, just be like asking AI like really small snippets of questions, like if I had these two times and here's the start time, here's the offset time, and all this stuff, give me some math to figure out the duration of this chunk of time and all this whatever stuff. And it would sort of do the heavy lifting for me, but I could also double check the logic in the code, see if I can figure out why it doesn't work. I have a pretty amazing script idea that I'm working on. I don't know, it could be fairly useful for other people too, but it's just something I'm working on for my own stuff. So I'm a little bit behind in like my Bible reading posting to YouTube and Rumble and Odyssey and stuff, and then part of it's because I have a couple bad recordings. They're just bad, like it's cutting in and out, terrible quality. I actually think it's because I was near a cell tower and that my wireless mic got overwhelmed by the whatever radio waves or whatever the stuff is. And that's my theory, because I was up on a mountain and close to a cell tower. That's the only thing I can think of, because I was not very far away from my phone, so it shouldn't have been a wireless mic transmission issue in general, unless it was something related to interference from the cell tower. So that's what I think. Anyway, it was really bad recording, but I don't like doing the whole reading the same reading over again somewhere else. I'd rather just figure out a way to re-record the audio. If I can remember from now on, I might record on an actual device in addition to the in addition to the wireless transmission to my phone, because then I can, at least if it's terrible like that, I can take the local recording on the device and sync it in a video editor, because it's very annoying when I go to all that trouble. Like I go on this huge hike on the, out on a mountain or something with this awesome scenery, and then find out later, oh, the audio is garbage. Super frustrating. And it's not because of anything I did. It's like I did everything perfectly. I'm sitting in line of sight, super close. Like, why isn't it working? So anyway, but I have a trick up my sleeve. That's the script I've been working on. I've been trying to make it easier to re-record the audio later, kind of like a dubbing, essentially like a dubbing app synchronization thing. Anyway, I was working on that last night, and I was literally screaming, not like, okay, maybe literally isn't the right word, but I was screaming inside at AI. I was typing, screaming, like my words typed were like screaming. I was just like calling it all sorts of names and just wanting to punch the wall because I couldn't get it to do what I want. I asked it like hundreds of times in different ways. It just wasn't getting it. But I think I can still succeed. I should have been more detailed. Even though I was pretty detailed, I have some strategies to be even more detailed in how I describe the problem so that it solves it for me, because I don't want to write the code, and it's like 90% there. Like I have the script, it does all the stuff, but it doesn't do it quite right. It's really close though. So generally speaking, AI wrote the entire script already. It actually did it like in the first couple prompts, but then there's just one issue I just can't get it to fix, no matter what I tell it. But I'm gonna figure it out. I truly believe I can eventually get it. It just takes massive patience. The general idea of the script, though, is to re-record the audio and have it automatically sync it. Like sync every word to every word. So like say I say John 3:16, for God so loved. If I say it 10 different ways, for God so loved the world that he gives his only begotten son. If I say it like that fast and then I re-record it slow, the script will take every single word, speed it up to match, slow it down to match. If I have a 10-minute pause between words, it'll figure that out. So if I say, like Captain Kirk style, for God so loved the world, like that, and then I go later back and I re-record it, for God so loved the world, it will actually like shrink every word, expand every word, shrink every gap between words, expand every gap, and it'll literally match the cadence of the original, so that my mouth, like literally my lips will be synced to the new audio, even though I record it in completely different cadence and everything. It will work. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. Obviously, that's a total exaggeration. I would never purposely do weird readings like that. But when I'm out, you would be surprised how difficult it is to match the exact timing of your previous recording. It's like lip syncing yourself, but there's no rhythm to it. Like it's not set to a sound, music like Milli Vanilli where he can just sing to it. There's no pattern to it, so you have to like try to match every syllable together. It's impossible. Nobody can do it. So that's why I need this script to match up the syllables of the sound. At least the words are at least kind of close. Fortunately, most of my reading in nature videos, I'm so far away from the camera that you can't see my mouth moving, so even if I got it pretty close, it'd be good enough. But my goal is to get it like so close you can't even tell. And I don't want to cheat that way all the time. Like I could just like do that every time, come home and reread it. Of course, why would I want to do that and take twice as long? So there's no advantage. But I'd prefer the raw recorded live audio. I don't really want to re-record it. But it's only for those cases when the audio just didn't work. Like there's something severely wrong with it. And that's it's happened a few times. I don't know why. No idea what causes that. But this mic, like this wireless mic that I use all the time, I use it for everything now. I don't even use my dynamic mic that is corded, XLR or whatever the cord is, into the audio interface. That's better quality, but I never use it anymore because this I can just wear it. I don't have to like have this big old mic boom coming in the screen and try to get close to it, super annoying junk. So I just wear this, done, easy. And it's maybe not quite as good sounding, but I don't care. It's not bad. But anyway, this thing actually can record. It's really cool. That's the primary advantage to the more expensive one. I was talking about this earlier on my stream. Like a few days ago on a different stream. There's like two versions of this. I was talking about how to do cheap gear, legit cheap gear, not like, these fake people that help streamers and all they can say is buy this $300 thing. I'm talking about actual cheap, like on a shoestring budget stuff. Anyway, this one is like $80 or $90, which sounds like, I don't know if that sounds like a lot or a little to other people, but to me that sounds cheap. Because the DJI mic and the wireless Go wireless Rode wireless Go, just shuffle those around a few times, you'll eventually get it. You know what I'm talking about. Those are like $300 or so. That's a lot. And this is basically the same thing, and it's for like $80 or $90. This is the deluxe or more enhanced version. It has the ability to record internally for a few hours, which is pretty cool. So I could technically record my whole stream on this thing. And then even if I cover it up with like a lead box so it doesn't transmit to my phone and it's all garbly and crackly on the stream, I can go back later, take the recording off this thing and sync it up in post and stuff if I want. So that's what I'm going to try to do, if I remember, on my Bible readings, just so in case that happens again, I don't have to deal with the aftermath. Okay, I was looking for this. Right now I'm kind of just fumbling around because I have this table full of junk. I guess I can ignore it for now, but at some point soon I need to move it out of the way or at least clear it off a bit. But for now, I guess I'll just get started on the project after all my technobabble. I talk about streaming a lot, like I don't have a lot to talk about. So that's one of the things that I think is good, worth talking about as a streamer, just the tricks that I've learned or just things that I'm improving. Even though most people aren't here for that, nobody's here anyway, but if they are here, they're actually here for what I'm doing, which is the shop content, I guess. What was that noise? I just heard a little beep. That was a weird noise. I think it was my phone over here. I don't know. No idea what that was. Okay. So yeah, basically, first thing I need to do is staple this in. I did buy some staples, but I guess I got ahead of myself putting these gloves on. Need to find the stapler, load it up. I don't know where the stapler is actually. There it is. I have two different types. I kind of hate them both, but it's funny, there's actually an art form to stapling. Like, you wouldn't think so, but these things are difficult to use in this context. Like, if you're just like hitting straight, that's fine, but like you have to kind of go like this to the side, and you're aiming for a very small target, like right on the edge of this thing. It's really hard to hit it right and hit it straight. If you don't hit it straight, it just bends the staple and doesn't go in, and it's annoying. And I have the other kind, like the trigger kind, that also is kind of annoying, but I think I'd tend to rather use that if I can find it today. I don't like either one. They both kind of suck. It could just be that I have not the best ones, like that style, like either the hammer kind or the trigger kind. Maybe there's certain brands of both that are better than the ones that I have, and I just got the crappiest ones, and that's why it's hard to do, but I don't know. Here's my trigger one. I think I'm gonna try this one first. If it doesn't work, I'll have to use the other one and be annoyed by it. But anyway. Let's see, it's so weird. I thought I have massive deja vu about all this stuff. I thought I already had this cut. I wonder if I did it upside down and the cut's on the other side. I don't know. But I thought I already cut this for the wire, but I don't see any cut here at all, which literally makes no sense to me, because I guess unless I just stuffed it in there realizing I'd have to do it again later anyway, or perfect it. Maybe that's why it's not cut, but it's just kind of baffling to me. So I really thought I already did that. Not that it matters, but it's just one of those things, getting old, forgetting stuff. Alright. I have to make a cut a few inches lower than where this yellow cord is, which is just the power cord. Power wiring in the walls. Then you pull up about half the thickness of it, and then you just stuff that under. Well, first of all, I gotta get it under this thing. Or behind, I should say. Make sure this is all the way up. A couple staples in there already. See, that's the reason I hate this one. In theory, this one should be easier to use, but it jams all the time, and I don't really know why. Doesn't even look like the slot, the opening is big enough for this thing. I don't know. Maybe this is supposed to go in here. That's probably the problem. Don't remember if I have noise cancellation on today. Could go check, I guess. Yeah, I guess I will, because I'm going to be doing the power tools and stuff, so I should probably make sure it's on. Okay, so half of the insulation goes behind the cord, cable, wire, whatever, and then the rest on top. Oh. I don't like this stuff. I don't know if you can see it on stream, but there's like a billion particles floating around. That's this fiberglass stuff. Pretty sure they'll find out pretty soon. Well, they've probably already known this for years, but they'll announce it suddenly that fiberglass insulation gives you cancer in every possible deadly situation in your life. They know all these things. They just like keep it conveniently secret until somehow they can make money off of it. Like the company that makes the stuff normally would lose money if it was discovered that their whole product has to not exist anymore, like asbestos. But somehow they wait just long enough. They get everything figured out so that, okay, now if we announce this, we'll somehow, through insurance or some other crazy reason, we'll make billions of dollars. So we've known it pretty much ever since we've invented this stuff that it's terrible for you, but we'll reveal it as soon as it's convenient for us to profit off the death of others. They'll make some kind of arrangement with the doctors or the pharmaceutical company. I don't know, something. But anyway, I don't think this stuff is good for you. Okay. Right, I was gonna go. Look how, man, there's so much stuff in the air. That means I'm breathing like 6 trillion particles. Wearing a mask doesn't do you any good though, because like this will be here for probably a week. Like, I don't know, I'm just exaggerating, but it'll take numerous hours for it to settle. I'm gonna go check the noise cancellation setting. Make sure I got it on. That stuff will be pretty loud if I don't. This has been a weird summer, although I would say pretty nice, pretty good overall, because it's weird because it's rained a lot. Had tons of thunderstorms. It's raining right now, and normally it's pretty dry over here, but not this year. But the thing that I think is probably good about that is we often have droughts, or, well, not really droughts, like not serious, but like the lakes get low on water and it's really dry, and then you get forest fires, you know, all that stuff. So the more water we get, the better. But it is weird. It's not normal. There was some massively bad smoke from forest fire a couple days ago. It's still smoky a little bit, but like compared to how bad it was 2 days ago, it feels like practically pristine air. It was so bad. I think the numbers were well over 200 air quality, which is pretty unhealthy if you're outside breathing that stuff. Okay. Today I think it's under 100 again, so it's relatively reasonable. Still not great for you, but... Okay, so noise cancellation is on, so we shouldn't have to hear all these loud noises as much, if at all. Okay, maybe I was over-dramatizing, exaggerating a tiny bit, but not much, because I can still see the particles, but it's not nearly as bad as it was when I left a minute ago. It's really just moving it around that causes that, all that crazy dust everywhere. So once I get it in the wall and stop moving it, it should be fine. Okay. Like I can't even touch anything with all this stuff going on. So there's still technically 3 stud bays that don't have insulation, but like this one over here, you might be able to see theoretically. I think you can. Same thing, same on that corner over there. I got the 2 closest to the corner that need insulation, but the only one that I actually need to do right now is that one, because I'm not working on these side walls yet. I'm just working on this end wall, so it's not as high priority to do those others. And even the other one that's on this wall but on that other side, I'm not going to worry about right this second, because I have to do like 3 or 4 boards of cement before I get over there, so I'll deal with that once I'm done on this side. Okay, I have to do a bunch of crazy junk with the corner too. Like I already cut a custom stud. I don't know where it is. I don't know why it's not here. It's weird. Maybe it fell back behind this. Yep. I vaguely remember hearing something fall the other day, and I was like, what was that? So I made this custom stud. It's not really a structural thing. It's just a place for the cement board on this sidewall to attach to on the end, because there's no stud right here, which is really stupid design. But so I'm going to put this right there for the boards coming this direction to have something to attach to. I had to do the same thing right here on this corner too. It's really dumb, but that's that's the easiest way I could figure out how to give me something to attach to. And I'll have to stuff some insulation in that little corner pocket. All right, so the first one should be relatively easy. I have one cement board that's completely cut and ready to put in place. I was having some major issues with the countersinking screws. Like, you're supposed to be able to just not even pre-drill them or anything. You just like take the special cement board screws and just go to town. But I was finding that was horrible. It wasn't working very well. And so I pre-drilled the holes, but even that wasn't really feeling like adequate. Like, I feel like I want to actually properly countersink, like make a little indentation, because the heads of the screws are so wedge shaped and thick or whatever that they're going to be sticking out of the cement board a little bit, and that's not good for the, if I decide to do tiling. So I think yeah, this is the one. So I bought like a masonry bit with a nice big wedge on it. So I wanted to try to see if I could countersink those a little bit better. It's an extra step. It takes a long time, but I don't know. I think it's probably worth it. Just because if I don't do that, then I could have some very much annoyance when I try to put tiles on there. And I confirm that with AI. You know, that's the way to do things these days. You can't really ask experts. I mean, the closest thing to AI is Stack Exchange or things like that. But if you just do a Google search, you don't get answers at all. Like, you might get a link to a website that talks about the subject and you read it, but it doesn't necessarily answer your question. Pretty much it's just YouTube or AI is the way to get answers now. I don't necessarily like that, but it saves time, that's for sure. I mean, do you really want to like look at 100 different websites to try to read through some self-proclaimed expert with the answers, you know, what they have to say about it, and you don't know if they're like trustworthy. Or you could have AI that's literally looked at every single person that's ever talked about it in history on the internet and compiled all the information, thrown out the incredulous or unreliable information, somehow scoring the truth, just so to speak. And it just gives you straight up the answer. It's like, I don't know. I understand the dead internet thing, and like, eventually, what's the point to even make websites when everyone just does AI? I mean, I get it, but from a practicality standpoint, it's very useful, and it's a waste of time to search for things otherwise. Okay, let's see. For example, like, I asked, you know, how important is it? Like, I'm putting these stupid screws that are made for cement boards, specifically made for cement boards, and you're supposed to use these kind. How important is that they countersink all the way flat or sunk in even beyond the surface of the cement board? It's like, it's important. It's super important. And so, yeah, that's a good enough answer for me. Like, it makes me not want to just be sloppy about it. Tops, glad to see my favorite marble scanner is still going at it all this time later. Yes. I remember talking to someone about that, but I don't remember your name being Tops. Did you change your name? Or I know on Odyssey, there's like your user account and then there's like your content account. So depending on which persona you're under, it might be a different name. But I remember that conversation, but I don't remember the name Tops. Doesn't sound right. But my memory's kind of crap, so it might have been the same name, and I just forgot the name. I do remember the conversation. I've gone by Scaffolds and Ullapool Caber before too. Yeah, I don't know. None of those even sound right to me, but it could just be my memory. But I could actually verify 100%. You might have a secret username that you don't want to talk about. I might be able to pull it out of historical archives, because I actually make notes when I talk to people on a spreadsheet, just so that I have some hope of remembering stuff. So I probably have a record of that conversation somewhere. I don't always do that though, so no guarantees. But yeah, that's been a long time, man. That was a crazy long time ago. Well, at least it feels like it. I don't know how long it actually was. Feels like forever ago. Be careful, if you find my secret identity, then your world might turn upside down. Yeah, I know, I was sort of being sarcastic, obviously. I don't think you have any secrets necessarily, but if you do, I don't have any motivation to bring them to light. It's more just out of my curiosity, because I don't remember that name. In fact, I could probably look. Let's see. Let me think. Let me see if I can look it up, because I'm that curious. I don't know if I'd be able to find it very easily. Let's see if I can find it though. I'm very curious. This could take forever. Yeah, I'm so tired. I stayed up all night. Super tired. I'd have to read too much. I hate reading. I think I could find it, but I don't want to read. I don't want to read stuff. I don't like to read. Okay. You're off the hook. Your secret is safe. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. I am curious if this countersink thing will even work. I don't even, like, this is a masonry bit. I don't even know if that's really the best thing for this stuff. For the cement boards. What might be better is like a carbide drill bit of some sort. But I don't know. I think whatever I use is gonna dull really quickly, probably. Oh wow, that works really well. It's like instant. Sweet. That is massively successful. Well, it's so fast that if I were to hold it more than like half a second, it would just go all the way through. So the reason I can actually do this like this quickly is because I already made the holes for this particular board. So I'm just putting it where the holes already are. This one will be fast and easy to get installed probably, but everything after this will take a long time comparatively. Oh. Oh, to have a photographic memory, that would be nice. How do I turn this around? Got so many things in the way. I think I will go vertical. Oops. Yeah, this way. Oh, I have to be careful on that LED strip light. Oh, I should have looked for the special screws first before I put that up there. Because if they're not anywhere close, then I have to like walk away from this, which is... let's see. By the way, my profile picture is still that random scan you made like 2 years ago. I don't change stuff. Oh, okay, that sounds super familiar. Can I zoom up on this? Oh, what is that? I'm using a special chat program that I can't even see what it is. I would have to like go to the Odyssey website. Scan that image. That sounds so familiar. Oh, you're just like teasing my memory, but it's not gonna happen. I do remember something about that, but not very distinctly. Oh, it's all just like a haze, a blur. Odyssey is where dreams go to die. Yeah, Odyssey kind of sucks lately. It's sucked for a long time for live streaming. It hasn't really changed much for uploading videos. Like they have one of the best interfaces out there, like the GUI, the GUI, the graphical user interface. It's really nice. I've always liked it, but man, their live streaming is terrible. Not as bad as BitChute though. BitChute is so messed up right now. I can't even live stream there. Why aren't those screws like here or somewhere close by? I don't know where I would have put them. They're probably on the floor, but I don't really want to take my hand off this just in case it slams on my head or something. That would hurt a lot because it's extremely heavy. I found them. It's so annoying because, like, if I were to, I mean, I've talked about this a million times. It gets old unless somebody comes by that hasn't heard me talk about it. Then it's new, exciting, and boring at the same time. But like live streaming, having connections on a live streaming platform is so different than in real life, because if you have a friend in real life, you know, you have so much more in your brain, synapses created for memories and experiences, because you do stuff together, you go places, you hang out, you know what their face looks like, you know their personality, what their voice sounds like, all that stuff. But on live streaming, all I've got is a profile picture and a username, because the text that everybody writes got no, you know, way to connect it with the actual physical memory. It's just text on the screen. So it's like all I've got is a username and a profile picture. And then if people change their username and profile picture, I don't have a clue who they are. So yeah, it sucks, because I like real connections. You know, I like treating people how I would like to be treated, to feel, you know, remembered or special or significant. But because of how the live streaming thing works, it's kind of impossible. So everybody, it's just a bunch of data on the internet. We're all robotic, lifeless things. Okay, so once I find one spot, I need to find one. Oh crap, I forgot these require those X, or like here, a quick self-portrait. Yeah. Now I remember, it's all coming back to me. That's right. Oh yeah. I don't even care, man. This is not pro level work. I'm just doing DIY stuff, so it can be as crap as I want, but I generally do a good job. I'm not gonna get out a level and all that. Like, who cares? Who cares? So I need a T25 bit, of course. So just to save myself, and hello, Megalodonks. Got your employer in chat, yeah, apparently. Just to save myself, I am going to put a screw up here so this can't fall over while I'm walking away. I'm just super nervous that this will just like fall off of the wall while I walk over away from it. So we're just gonna put that so it can't, not likely. The only thing holding it up is that electrical box though, so if that breaks, then not good. Not good. Yeah, T25. Thanks for the follow. Point to the stud. Oh! Or I could point to Bonk. There's Bonk. He's a stud. Okay, good. Crazy. Like, I might have to individually countersink these, like, custom. I don't want these screw heads sticking out at all, but switch to the impact driver and maybe I can get them in far enough, but I don't like these screws. Like, if I didn't countersink those, they'd be sticking out really far. And I don't want to like really crank on it because this is only a 1/4 inch cement board, so I'm afraid I'm like gonna crack it or something. Pretty good though. It definitely helps to countersink those. Should be wearing gloves just to get not all this dust on my fingers. Dry them out. Might have to countersink more of these, just go a little bit deeper with this new drill bit, because it's crazy, man. They don't go in deep enough. Oh, I hate that I only have, actually because I only have one battery, I'm just going to use my corded drill. I don't like switching the battery all the time. Yeah, that helps. Oh boy, boy, oh boy. I haven't decided if I'm going to use the tile yet. I have a lot more information I need to gather. I don't know if I have enough tiles to cover the surface area. The other unknown was I wasn't sure if I could get the mildew off of the tiles from being left outside. I did that first batch with vinegar soak. It's pretty successful. I kind of sniffed them as I was taking them out of the... Well, okay, so I did the vinegar soak, then I thoroughly rinsed them in the sink, and then I left them out on the deck, kind of angled up so that the water would drain off and in the sun. So they were actually really hot in the sun because the stone absorbs the heat. So I was like, oh, that's sweet. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. So they dried really nice, and the vast majority of them have no mildew smell, but like out of however many, like a big box of them, I would say like 5 or so, I could still smell something on them. So I just set those aside. And I think they're going to be okay, but I do have to wash all the others, and there's a lot. There's like several boxes. So that's a big tedious process I have to do. Takes forever, and I still have to do the first batch all over again because I would say about half of them have very sticky adhesive on them because of the labels I was removing. Just left residue, and that does not come off with anything normal. Like just trying to wash it off doesn't do a thing, so you got to use some kind of solvent. I guess I should have my ear protection on because this is pretty loud. Oh. I feel like I'm going to use all the screws just on this one panel. You're supposed to put screws every 8 inches, and the HardieBacker boards actually have a grid that shows you where to put them, so I'm just kind of following that. Takes a lot of screws though. I feel like it's probably overkill, but that's fine. I'll just do it how you're supposed to. Can't imagine doing this without an impact driver. It's funny, their impact drivers are relatively recent. Like when I was a kid, I don't remember seeing these things, so you just had regular drills. I don't know if you could even do this with a regular drill. Sink them that deep, you know. You'd have to have a really powerful drill. Imagine like before they had power tools. What? No way. Probably before they had power tools, they didn't even have screws, so they just nailed everything. So, plus they didn't have cement boards, you know, whatever. I guess when they invent a new material, they invent a tool that you can use with it. Oh, I want to read the Bible out in nature. I want to be hiking, but the weather kind of sucks, and yeah, weather sucks, and I need to do this stuff. I am really just putting the projects off for too long. If there's a break in the weather, I might take a break myself sometime in the next few days and head out somewhere. Oh, this is crazy. I've been doing this for like an hour and I still have more. I mean, I still have more screws. This feels like I've done like 800 screws already. One, two, three more, I think. Hello, Vampire Frog. Sorry I missed your chat the other day. I forgot to do my pop-out chat windows that time. What do you think of the new donation sticker things? I think it's actually kind of cool. D-Line. Oh, that cracked it. Yeah, so I definitely should be re-drilling these. That actually cracked the cement board on the edge there. So I'll continue to pre-drill them and countersink them, because if I don't, that'll probably happen. That's what I was afraid of. Count Dooku. Star Wars fan, I take it. Bet they'll never update Tidy Labs to match the new stickers, though. Oh. Okay, so this next one should be relatively easy because I don't have to cut any shapes out of it. It's just a straight up rectangle. Just have to get it positioned properly. I have to make sure I don't drill into these steel plates. I mean, that's the whole reason to have them there. What new stickers? Dyslexia fan, I take it? Yeah. Have you noticed, like, instead of lemons, ice creams, whatever, diamonds, Ninjaginis, they have like 24 different denominations with different graphical stickers. I think it's kind of cool. I mean, I don't care because I don't really mess with DLive and give donations these days, but, you know, it's just nice to see that they actually did anything, because I haven't seen any changes for years. And then they also have that like heart like button thing. I don't know if it's all on mobile. I haven't checked mobile, but on the desktop version they have all that stuff. Do you stream on Kick? I've been looking for an alternative to Odyssey now that mainly currency basically went to crap. Yeah. Yes, I do. Do you stream on Kick? Of course, there's like basically only spammers on Kick these days. It's really annoying. I've already gotten like 4 spam messages on this stream from Kick. Kick has no intelligence monitoring or modding. Okay, I'm gonna go grab. Thanks for the thing, whatever that thing is. I can't see it. It's too small on my screen. But yeah, I bet they're never gonna update Tidy Labs to add all those separate donation things. They went full TikTok mode. Yeah, the thing is though, like the little heart thing, you can only press it once, so it's basically like a like button. You can't just like tap it as 6 billion times like TikTok. But yeah, they're totally just copying TikTok. But I guess, you know, they don't have any of their own ideas, but honestly, every platform copies every platform. There's no truly innovative ideas anymore. Glove is what I'm looking for. It's tiny, I can't see what that is. It's a high sticker and clap. High five. Heart Lollipop. Thanks for all of the donations, man. All right. Yet another thing that all the API people, which is like one, basically you and SocialStream have to support. It looks like SocialStream already supports it though, it just works, I guess. Your thing would just work too. I don't know. Live joiner, I should say. Ugh. Okay, I need to mark where the studs are because I'm not sure. Pretty sure I won't remember. So you do that real quick. I don't know how I could possibly remember. Unless I can see them from below, but I'll just be easier if I mark them. Oh, I guess I can see the other screws. Whatever. Okay. All right. Yeah. Hopefully, I don't have to do anything special here. Well, I do have to pre-drill the holes. It sucks. It sucks. Oops! I did the same thing I did last time. I gotta go vertical. Rotate it this way. And wonder if I could put something under this, find something that's just the right height. But the thing is, you're supposed to, and the normal way to do this is to do the bottom one first and then you stack the other one on top of that. But the reason I did it this way is because, or like the top instead of the bottom first, is it just so happens that 3 feet from the ground is exactly where the wiring was installed. So I couldn't put the blocking right there and risk like drilling into that. So I decided to shift everything up 6 inches. And so I'm starting from the top going down, which makes it way harder to install these things. But oh. Vampire frogs going crazy. All right. Yeah, I definitely have to pre-drill. It sucks. Take forever. Find the right drill bit here. Going crazy as if he wasn't already. All right, here we go. It's always great to see a grown man extreme body language. it's just great. So refreshing. Okay. Make sure this is really lined up. Supposed to leave like an 1/8 inch from the walls and then like an 1/8 inch from the other boards, so it's kind of annoying. But extreme body language. That's one way to put it, I guess. Okay. Yeah, the drill bit I was using the last time I did this, it was so dull, it was ridiculous. So this is nice to be using one that actually works. Bet this will dull it out like really fast though. Go through a bunch of drill bits just doing this. It's already taking longer. This reminds me of the time I saw a wall. You saw a wall? Like, that could be taken so many different ways. Once I saw a blimp. Man, the jokes are way better if you like take way too long to like act on them. It's like, okay, wait a minute, everybody. There's a joke coming. Something coming, but you gotta wait for it, all right? You don't know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a huge surprise. You have no idea what's coming. Absolutely. Knock your socks off. I have sawn a wall also. All right, that was it. Okay, here we go. Oh, let's see. Let me put a couple more holes up here. Yeah, it's already getting dull. I think I have a masonry bit that I bought. I don't know if they'll last any longer. This stuff is really nasty. It like destroys drill bits instantly. New wall joke coming in a few weeks, but the anticipation builds instead for more wall jokes. Oh, be great. I thought I bought another one. I think I did. I just don't know where it is. Maybe this is it. This is a... I mean, I could use that one, but... here it is. What's it like being the best marble scanner and wall streamer? I don't know if I'm actually the best wall streamer. I think I probably am the best marble paper streamer. I mean, I don't know. I can't even say that because probably somebody else has done it once somewhere, like on Twitch like 5 years ago. And pretty much every streamer is better than I am. So if someone has done the content that I've done ever, even just once, then they've done it better than I. That is a guarantee. So I don't feel very confident about that. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I'm not sure I can accept. Oh, you want to hit it big? Tree paint drying. Oh yeah, man. Coming next. Don't spoil it. Dude, you probably missed it, but I did a tile soaking stream. I mean, who does that? I do. I did a tile soaking stream. Okay, hopefully that's enough to like keep it on the wall. Seems like it should be. It's a lot of screw holes. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do all the countersink, the countermeasures. Clippy, no solid loafs. Tight elastic around the ankle. Diarrhea pants. So random. Clippy, it's me, Clippy. Hi, Clippy. How you doing? Speaking of diarrhea, I just watched this terrible movie. I don't know if you guys know Joel Haver, the YouTuber. He just makes like short, random movies, but he like also makes full feature-length movies. Anyway, he made a movie called Diarrhea Brothers Save the Day, and I watched that recently. That's great. You're my #1 fan. Nice. Got Clippy in the chat. That should be good enough to hold this in place. Isn't Clippy the name of that paperclip from Microsoft, the little AI assistant from the 1980s or whatever? All right. Oh. To leave a little gap, not too much. Oh, it's gonna be annoying. It's so hard. I need an assistant. That's pretty good. I can keep it held there. Okay, that's good. Whew. More from the 90s, okay. I'm gonna clip. I feel like I'm missing something. You got Odyssey Celebrity. Ah. Clippy just wants to help. Yeah, some of these projects I've done with Definitely would have been easier with 2 people. I was pouring some concrete the other day. Oh man, that was a pain. It's actually the first time I've done that, and it didn't turn out great, but it's fine. It didn't really need to look good because I was going to bury it anyway, but it was hard. I didn't really enjoy it that much. You're an Odyssey celebrity. Nice. What kind of, do you live stream or just post videos? What kind of stuff do you do? You don't remember Clippy popping up on the Word and yelling about how he's gonna clip? I don't remember very well now. Sorry. My brain doesn't work anymore. Clippy has 10 clipillion followers already. I just give advice. Nice. This seems like a ridiculous number of screws, but because the offset of these studs is in random places, if I don't put a couple in between where the studs are, then it's probably not enough. So I'm just going to go crazy with it. Rather do too many than too few, but I'm sure I could get away with a lot less. You know, I'm not an expert at this, so I'm just doing what I think is a good job. Oops, that didn't go in straight enough. Ooh. I can't remember, does Odyssey have clips? Like, you know how a lot of platforms you can take clips of streams? Alright, now I'll do the rest of the pre-drilling. So exciting. It's not, it actually is exciting for me to get this, to do something with this project, because I feel like I've been going like ridiculously slow and having to deal with a bunch of complications. So to actually get these finally on the wall is actually a pretty big deal. Odyssey only has pain. What's the deal with Odyssey though? Like, I actually thought I was maybe gonna not be able to do anything on Odyssey anymore, because they announced that thing where the LBRY library tokens, whatever, are going to be replaced by something. And I thought that was already supposed to happen, but it seemingly hasn't happened yet. Or if it happened, they still have library tokens on top, on top of whatever that other thing is. But the only way I can stream on Odyssey is to, man, I got something in my throat, sorry, just a second. The only way I can stream on Odyssey is to use, you know, like 1,000th of a library token, and I've had enough. You know, I don't know how I even got any tokens, because I never bought any, but I have some, so that's how I can live stream, because it costs tokens. But I don't know how that's going to change. So like, if they make it so you have to like pay or buy tokens of this other type, I'm not going to do it. So I'd probably just would stop streaming on Odyssey if it became stupid. YouTube has a lot of crud and loose screws, and people like to play with the crud and dust and mush. Rewards you for browsing their site. Oh yeah, that's right. But it used to, like, every week you would get that like little bonus from 0.1 to certain amount. I haven't seen that notification for months, so I feel like they got rid of that. But yeah, that's probably how I got the ones that I have. I completely forgot about that feature, so you're right. It's extremely confusing. I don't know what they're doing. This place, I didn't think it would even still be up after the lawsuit. Oh yeah, I heard about that. It's crazy. It's pretty amazing that they just kept going. But was that Odyssey or Library Foundation thing? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. I don't really keep up to speed with all that news, especially crypto stuff. I don't really care about crypto. Some sites, like, you have to like open a wallet of some sort in order to live stream. I just skip it. I don't live stream on those platforms, which is sad because I'm kind of I'm like the guy that likes to stream everywhere. So if I can't stream somewhere, it's kind of disappointing. But whatever. Right here, the live streams are slow. I don't think they are even legally allowed to use their own currency. Really laggy. Yeah, like half the time, like I think over half the time when I go to finalize my stream after it's done, it doesn't have like the whole stream on there. I don't know why, but super buggy. That's kind of why I started like wondering if I would even be able to live stream anymore, because it just doesn't work very well. But I'll keep doing it as long as I can. It would kind of be disappointing to me if it went away entirely, because it's only one of 3 platforms where I have my videos kind of permanently. I guess 4 if you include BitChute, but I don't. BitChute is kind of its own problem. Kind of got all sorts of issues. Live videos, pauses. Oh, and the other thing that's terrible, this is trash. I don't know if you've ever live streamed, but when you go to start a live stream, and then it does the confirming thing, sometimes it takes like a half an hour, which is ridiculous. But not only that, when you once it finally finishes and like the title of your stream goes bold so you know you can click on it, so you click on it, and then it just like kills the page, so you have to like refresh the page and say, the page is not responding, do you want to exit page or continue? And you exit page and then you like refresh, and that's literally the only way to get it to work. You have to do that specific sequence of hacky events. It's really terrible. Oh man. Yeah, if they suddenly disappear, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Let's see, where's the next one? Over there. Hope that's not where the power outlet is. Could be. I mean, not power outlet, the wiring. Okay. Yeah, this is fun. Fun times. Side now. Okay, that's not all of them necessarily, but it's a good enough start because I want to put more screws in. Yeah, let's do the pre-drilling. I mean, they're sinking on every single one. Forgot to pre-drill that one. Okay, that's not everything, but most of them. Ooh, I need to blow my nose. Got all this garbage in my nose. Got a bunch of glass. Always fun. Glass insulation. Yeah, but I pretty much don't do my IRLs on Odyssey anymore because vast majority of the time when I look at my replays or whatever finalized or confirmed or whatever, it's like 5 seconds. I do like a 3-hour live stream or something and it shows like as like 5 seconds. Just so buggy. So I pretty much just upload the replays from another platform or local recording, whatever, on Odyssey for IRL streams, like when I'm hiking and stuff. Thanks for the lollipop. Vampire frog is a sucker for lollipops. Just changed, but I mean, the one before this, the weird eerie one. What, your profile image or something? Or are you just talking about me? I am the weird eerie one. Deny it. But eerie isn't really the word for me though. More like completely boring. It's kind of better adjective. Oh, boring. Oh you asked what was playing. How did I miss that? Oh, what song is it? Sorry about that. Unfortunately, I can't hear anything from the music. I was trying to figure out a way to do that, but the music is like playing on my computer on OBS in like the house, and I'm working off of Wi-Fi out here. So unfortunately, I can't hear the songs. It sucks. I used to have the ability to show the titles of the songs on stream. Of course, I can't really see my own stream, but at least that was a way that you could see what it was. But I could set that up again, but I just haven't done it yet. But everything is from Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis 16-bit video games. That's pretty much all I listen to on stream. I don't have a clue what the song is. That didn't go in straight at all. Oh, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't really understand what happened with that lawsuit. I didn't actually read up on it. I just saw the headlines. It's weird. Doesn't make sense to me. Oh, I didn't know this came with a P25 drill bit. That's pretty cool. Actually nice. It ought to. These things are so expensive, man. Ridiculous. Okay, I'll put a few extras bottom. I still have to do that side over there. They're pretty solid though, like they're only 1/4 inch thick. So if I didn't do all this extra screws and the blocking, you could actually bend them, but since I do all that, it makes it pretty strong. It's amazing actually. Trying to add support for these new gifts to my thing. Cool. Gotta go now. See you later. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Scaffolds. Actually, if I were to use my knowledge of English, I would say scaffolds, because normally to have the short A sound, you would have 2 F's. So I'm going to call you scaffolds. Sounds weird. I'm pretty sure it's probably supposed to be scaffold, so anyway. I'll catch you later. Can't even get over to that side until I move this table, so I'll just finish this part first. Oh, actually, I forgot to even look at the camera this whole time. It's probably pointing in a stupid direction. Oh well. It's funny. Can't even see what I'm doing. Oh well, nobody cares. Yeah, test all you want. Got to make sure to test those 500 and 1,000 ones too. I mean, Just for science, you know, you gotta make sure it all works. Sure, there's a way for you to like F12 developer tools it and just like find the code for the other ones without actually spending the money. You know, I was joking. I never ask for donations. No. Don't care about it. Oh, yay, there's a grifter. I actually don't fully understand the context of those words. Like, I've heard them said a million times in the right context, but I'm still too old to fully understand the terminology, how to use it. At least I don't pretend. I don't pretend like I'm super old. Thanks for the donations, even though it's for testing. Oh, is there anybody else on DLive right now? I mean, like on my channel. Like, is Leo there? Probably not. Just curious. Speaking of Leo, I don't think there's actually a lemon donation anymore. I don't know what Leo's gonna do without his signature lemon. They probably should have asked his permission first before they got rid of that. Whoa, look at all those crazy things. It's actually kind of amazing that DLive is still around after all these years. I wonder how they're doing financially. Like, I don't know how they make money. You can see how this moves. I don't know if you can actually see it from all the way over there. It moves quite a bit, but once it's all got all the screws in, it's like super solid. Oh man. Not long enough. Get up. Again, actually didn't. Idea, but not surprised. Can't even implement their updates. Hey Jehoshaphat. Hey Jehoshaphat. How's it going, Jehoshaphat? Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat. I'm doing Fine, since you didn't ask. Hey, guys, how you doing? Thanks for the continued crazy donations on DLive. You get to watch a super boring stream. Just installing cement boards in the shop. Oh man. How are you guys doing there? Over yonder. This may be the first time in years we've caught you live. Is that your first wall? Yeah, I don't even remember you guys dropping by before. I think I remember David dropping by. Indeed. It's been a while. First wall, you mean like the first one that I've put the cement boards on? Yes, if that's what you mean. I've had to do massive preparation too. Like this blocking, this is called blocking. It's just in this case OSB boards that kind of link between the studs. Let's give these something to link to. If they didn't have something to link to, they'd be incredibly flimsy. So I had to install blocking all the way across the top, all the way across this middle, all the way across the bottom, and that's all the way across the wall. And I have to do that same thing on the side walls. It's just a lot of work. But oh well. Pretty good. First volleyball practice is tomorrow, so I'm nervous but excited about that. Nice. How have your I don't know, knees and back and stuff doing? Wondering like what you felt like doing when you come over. You like trying to go on a hike or just, I don't know. I'm assuming we'll probably try to do that, but it's kind of crazy. It's actually thunderstorming again this week, but I think it's supposed to stop like Thursday, and there's also smoke from a wildfire, so all that stuff is lovely. But yeah, hopefully the smoke won't be crazy when you're here. This is practice for the team I'm coaching, but I'm doing pretty well physically at the moment. Oh yeah, okay. For some reason I was thinking you meant playing volleyball. But... That's cool. I didn't think you were like I didn't think you got nervous about it anymore. It seems like you're doing really well. I would get nervous, man. I would not be able to do what you're doing, like coaching a volleyball team. Zero chance I could do that. I mean, I don't even have the skills, but even just the interpersonal relationship stuff would freak me out. Like, I'm responsible to give these young people a good experience, like, hopefully so they can win some games. Okay, I'll stop talking about it because I might make you even more nervous. I'm up for hiking if it's not too crazy smoky. Yeah, it was like yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago, it was like 250 air quality. It's really bad. But right now, I think it's not that bad. So hopefully the wind will cooperate. And it also changes throughout the day. So like sometimes it's clear in the morning and then it gets bad like later in the afternoon. So I'm a head coach this season for the first time and won't have an assistant. So this is new for me. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. I can understand the nervous aspect. Where did I put the screws? Literally disappeared. Oh. I can't remember what age the people are. Are they like middle school or something? Something like that? Oh. It's crazy how long just putting one board in, like this, all these screws. I think I got them all. Takes forever. I have to cut like special blender parts for the bottom. I think I might focus on the ones that are complete boards first though, because they're easier. Although I have to put the insulation in over there. I guess I'll do that. Nice though. I like actually seeing something happen, like it's actually, you know, I don't know, finished, whatever. It's partially finished. 7th grade, so I think 12 and 13. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know how to interact with humans of that age. Yeah, anyway, that's cool. Really cool. I think the thing that would be the most fun for me is if you had like road trips where you, because I remember that being super fun when I was in high school. I keep forgetting to move the camera so it's actually pointing at what I'm doing. Just like tournaments or whatever, just I don't know if you actually do that, but that would be fun, I guess. Fun and stressful if you have to be like responsible for everybody and the driver, maybe not as fun, but just doing the trips would be fun. Well, yeah, I guess I better keep consistent with this. I was gonna say I could like shift this board up so it's just like right on the edge, but that would make no sense to do that because I have the blocking at very specific points, so I will continue to do it the way I have been. The other thing is, I actually don't know how wide this is. I think I'll probably actually have to cut the ones here vertically because I think they'll overlap, be too wide. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of want this to be done with. I sort of enjoy the process though, so it's not like I dislike doing this. It's just it's taken me so long that it starts feeling a little bit tedious when I spend so much time on it. Like there's things that I need to be doing, and this is sort of, in my view, something that I need to do before I start business stuff, but the business stuff itself keeps getting put off. Oh, one of the things I'm actually kind of excited to show you is all the billions of AI tools that I've written. I'm actually currently working. I stayed up all night last night, so I'm super tired, but I stayed up all night trying to get this script to work that's actually super advanced. The script itself uses AI, so I had to install like a local AI model, and then well, actually the script doesn't use it, but I have to prepare some files using local model AI, running some stuff, and then yeah, it's kind of a cool script. I'll show you stuff when you get here, but all our matches will be at local high schools, so the kids all arrive on their own. If I ever coached club volleyball, there would be travel tournaments quite a bit. It's a really long season. Goes for 6 months, and there's a much bigger time commitment. Not sure if I'll ever do that. Gotcha. Yeah, that would be hard. Like, sort of, you can't really do any other normal life things, but I guess if you enjoy it a lot, then that is the thing that you do, you know? Like, I don't like to have things that tie me up. I've never been that kind of person where I want to have a tied up schedule, so I don't know if I'd be able to commit to something like that personally, but if it was the thing that I like the most, like say a hiking club or something, you know, then I probably, and it's kind of like that for you with volleyball, so it probably doesn't feel like any kind of a burden necessarily. I'm just looking forward to seeing the stuff. Yeah, I have a ton of stuff. Actually, yeah, it's fun. I'm happy with it. Basically, like I automate massive amounts of my content creation for like the Bible reading stuff. Anyway, it's kind of cool. The thing that I was working on last night is and I was talking about this earlier on the stream, but it's basically like a script synchronization thing. So what I have now currently is I have the ability to like write a script to a text file or an HTML file, which I ended up not using this because I redid how I did it. But basically I had this AI thing where you can take a script, which is essentially in my case the book of the Bible, or I mean the chapter of a Bible in a specific text format, and then you could have it sync that up to the video itself through use of like it can like listen to the video and hear the words and essentially create a transcript and then sync it up with the transcript that you give it. Anyway, I found out that sucks. It's trash. It doesn't work very well. And so what I'm doing now is I actually take my video, run it through this AI script that creates a JSON file with every single word. So like say Genesis 1, it would be, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and it gives you exact microsecond timing for each word where it starts and stops. And so what I'm trying to do is write a script that synchronizes a dubbed audio to a video. So basically, like a couple times or sometimes, and most recently this happened, and I'm waiting to process this video because of it. I got a terrible audio recording because my microphone wasn't working very well, so it cuts in and out. So what I'm going to do is just like say it, like record my voice saying the verses again, but I want it to sync to the video, and so I'm writing a script that'll like literally chop it up into individual words, retime it, and like spit it out so it'll match the video. Anyway, it's kind of cool. I haven't got it working yet, but I was staying up all night trying to get that to work last night, and it's super annoying. Really love it coaching. At least I did last year. I'm sure it will be different this year with different kids and doing it on my own. Hopefully I'll still enjoy it. Love your streams. You always amaze me with all your talents. Your scripture reading's awesome. Yeah, thanks. I actually don't know if most of them are talents. I think the one that I would agree is somewhat of a talent is drawing, but everything else is literally like learned skills. Like I have no idea what I'm doing here, for example, but I just watch a bunch of YouTube videos and figure out how to do things, and it's really fun to. It's like what I did with Ken when we fixed the car. Like really neither of us had done that before, so we were both like watching a bunch of videos how to repair you know, after an accident, did like the body work, and we did the replacing the radiator and the air conditioner and the bumper and like so many things, redoing some of the wiring. I was amazed that we were able to do that. I in the past I would have like looked at a project like that and said, nope, I gotta pay somebody. There's no chance on earth I could do that. But just watching a bunch of videos, you know, figure it out. It really wasn't, it didn't even feel hard to me. It's like the videos are so good. Like they just like go through it step by step and tell you what tools to use and show you exactly what they're looking at. Like, I don't know, it's really fun. I think DIY stuff is super fun. Even if it's not something like the project isn't something I'm passionate about, just learning just enough to finish that project, and then maybe you'll never use that skill again, but like you can say, hey, I tiled a bathroom, or I replaced a window, or I, you know, fixed the plumbing, or I repaired a septic tank, or, you know, all these random things. That's very satisfying. That's a talent. Yeah, I was super amazed you guys even tried it. Pretty impressive. Yeah, the septic tank thing was insane. I guess I have some pictures, but I can't really like show you what I did, but it was pretty nuts. But yeah, I poured concrete, did a bunch of stuff, installed a riser over it so you can like still access the hatch without having to like dig down and access it, and I don't know. It's fun. Fun and stressful and annoying all at the same time. It wasn't that terrible, but just the actual stressful thing was the fact that we didn't know if it was going to work. So we thought, oh, if this doesn't work, we'll have to like pay massive money to replace the entire septic system. But anyway, yeah, I decided not to live stream that, even though I kind of wanted to, just because it was like kind of gross and just didn't really want to have it on video. But anyway, it was cool though. I kind of wish I could have live streamed. We've done a lot since I talked to you about it. Yeah, we haven't talked much lately, but yeah, basically, I could sort of explain what I did. So like the septic tank is like this essentially, which, I mean, you know this, but not everybody. It's like this. It's like a giant tank on its side, and so it has a curved surface like this. Most septic tanks are a giant concrete block, but ours is like a metal tank that's on its side, and it's like 4 feet wide this way, so the diameter is like 4 feet or a little bit more than 4 feet, and it's 7 feet this way, so taller than a tall person. Anyway, because this is curved and we wanted to put a riser on it, which is essentially a cylinder so you can access the hatch, so like a thing like this, except not quite that big. This doesn't like adhere or stick or seal to that at all, so we had to like make a flat surface for that to mount onto. So I poured a huge amount of concrete over the top of the tank to make like a flat surface on top of it, and then I was able to install the riser on it. But the challenge was I had to like build these forms, like I had to restrain the concrete from pouring into the hatch itself, so I had to like build this form and suspend it with a bunch of metal, crazy metal fabricated things, and then yeah, it was a big deal. But anyway, I got a few pictures of it, but I couldn't really video most of it because it was super stressful pouring the concrete all by myself. I had like 10 80-pound bags of concrete, so it was like 800 pounds of concrete, and it was just, yeah, it was nuts. But anyway, I think it turned out pretty good. And then my dad and I and my mom and I both tried to clear out the drainage system, or the what do you call it? I can't think of the word right now. The drain field pipes. So we used like a big snake thing on a drill, and that kind of worked, but it got all tangled and like, yeah, it was stupid. So I might still try some stuff with that next time my dad comes over. We might work on it a little bit, but anyway, there's a lot of pretty insane stuff. Oh, okay. What am I doing? I was gonna get the next cement board. I'm gonna have to cut this one. Sure. But yeah, the cool thing is now we don't have to dig it up anymore. It just has like a hatch that's exposed out above the ground. Is it generally stable for now? Yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised if it's working better than it has for like 50 years. But the problem with the whole thing is that we inherited it from distant family, or we didn't actually bought it from them, but my parents did. I shouldn't say we. And none of us really knew much about septic tanks because we, live in the city and everything's sewer, and so we don't really think about that stuff. So we didn't think to like get it emptied every few years, and so it was just completely full and everything. So that's kind of why it was became a problem. And now that we know, we'll just like get it emptied as often as we need to. But in order to do that, you would have had to locate it. We didn't even know where it was. Like all these years, we had no idea where it was. We got figured out where it was, and now that I have that riser thing on there, we can access it without having to dig. Like it's like I think it was like a 3-foot hole, like a giant pit, really. But anyway, because of what we did, I think it's probably working better than it has for like the entire. Well, maybe not the entire time we've had it, but I feel like it's way better than it was. Like I've been using it without limiting how much water I use or anything. Like I think I was talking to you about how I was trying to not to take showers very often or take really quick showers and not flush the toilet too often. I was going to the bathroom outside sometimes, and all that's over. Like I back to normal now, so that's pretty cool. But I haven't had like tons of people visitors or anything, so I don't know how resilient it will be if we have like 6 people over, all using the bathroom. But I'm actually pretty hopeful about that. I think it's probably fine, honestly. Because the thing is, there was massive amounts of nasty like tree roots and stuff growing into it. And that's not something that happened overnight. So that's been growing in there for years and years, and I got most of that out. So that's why I think it's probably better than it has been for decades, potentially. Even though it was completely stopped up for a while because of all that junk that got out of there, I think it's probably pretty good. Anyway. But yeah, I was really stressed out about it. I was thinking like, well, if I can't fix this, my parents can't afford to pay all that money right now. So what, do I just have to not live here or something? I was super stressed. It was really, but yeah, I think it's all, I think the worst is behind us, hopefully. You never know. There's always something that goes wrong, it seems like. Okay. So I need to figure out where to cut this. Make sure to leave a gap over here. I think that's enough gap, probably. Oh, there's like little ground. Yeah, I hope that smoke is not terrible when you come here. It's always annoying when you get one chance to come over here and want to do some hike or something, and it's like raining or super hot or something like that. That would suck. It wouldn't suck for me just because I like having some visitor to hang out with. Suck for you to not be able to do the cool stuff. I was thinking we should do some mountain though, like if we can. I'm in terrible shape, but it'd be fun to try. I think I'm in the worst shape I've ever been, like really fat, and my lung capacity It's really bad. Like I did go on one pretty significant hike recently, and I was able to do it, and it was awesome. I would even do that one with you if you wanted to, but anyway, it's just I feel like I'm fairly challenged with my health. I'm in terrible shape. So the thing I'm looking at, and I'm just like not sure what to do about, is it seems like this board is not square with the stud that I'm. This farthest stud over here is not like aligning up with the edge of the board, and I could either cut the board just a little bit to make it match, or just not worry about it. I'm tempted to not worry about it. It's also going to be lifted up. I am hoping that this is square to this though, because I think I'm going to just gamble and put a mark here and then just cut it straight down and hope that that lines up with the bottom corner of this. Maybe we can finally do one of those ones down south that we talked about doing. Yeah, there's that one that we talked about. I had that on my mind. I could see that mountain from the last hike that I did, and it looked pretty nice. I don't think the snow will be an issue. Have to head back to work soon, but nice chatting with you live. Yeah, same. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good day. So weird. I don't even know what time it, like, I didn't even realize it was like lunchtime. It's funny. It takes me so long to do this stuff that it just, time flies by. Anyway, good to see you guys. So let's attempt to cut this right there. I need to get this table out of here. I mean, I like having it for putting stuff on, but maybe I could probably hack this. Not ideal, but pretty much everything I do is a hack job, because I'll have like a proper work table in here right now. It's all, everything's moved out of here. Let's have this junky card table I'm using. My talking with you. My talking with you. Yeah, you're welcome to stay if you don't have to work, but no problem if you both head out or whatever. Okay, so let me get a tape measure. You meant nice talking with you? Probably it. Okay, so 7.5 inches. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna try doing the scoring method. It would nice, yeah. That's kind of what I figured. I'm gonna try the scoring method on this. It would be easier if it's on the floor, because I could put one knee here and one hand there and like map it when I break it, but I'll try doing it without that advantage. It should still be possible, just not as easy. Also, I'm gonna cheat. No such thing as cheating, really. Do stuff to make things easier. Use these. Hold this in place. It's not ridiculously hard to put everything together. Oh, I'm using the clamp for that light that I would like to use, so just use another one. The one that's not quite as good. Hopefully it's probably just as good. Yeah, you can either use like a table saw with a special like concrete blade, or could use a jigsaw with masonry blade type thing. But you can also just use a utility knife and score it like you would score a piece of glass or something. And that's what I'm going to do because it's just easier, theoretically anyway, as long as it actually works. Didn't do a very good job staying on there. This might not cut super straight. Okay. I suddenly had this like realization, or I was thinking like, am I cutting this in the right way? But yes, I think it is. Okay, so here's the part that might not work very well because I don't have the right leverage to do this. It'd be easier if I could do it on the floor, but I think I might actually try flipping that around. So if I do it, if I have the ruler on the other side, I can actually use the ruler to kind of keep it from breaking. Don't want it to. At least that's my theory. Okay. Probably could just like punch it basically. I don't think it's going to be that hard. I just want to make sure to give myself a fighting chance at making it work properly. Okay. Hopefully I can just kind of use some leverage and do that. Okay, that worked pretty good. Whoa, I almost dropped that. Again, I don't know why. It's super annoying. I'm not like showing anything that I'm doing because I have to remember to move the camera around all the time. I wish it would like follow me. Technically it can. It has that feature, but it sort of works. It doesn't always work. There's an upgrade, like the second version of this gimbal that I have, that I mean, I don't have it. It sounded ambiguous. The next upgraded version of the one I have can actually follow you under any circumstances. It's really cool, but I can't afford to buy it and I don't need it. So when I saw that feature that it had, I was very tempted. It's super cool. There's stuff like this where I'm live streaming and wanting to show what I'm doing. Like the soccer ball juggling would be amazing. Anything that all this shop stuff I do would be good. Just to be able to have it follow me without me like moving the position all the time. Okay, I just almost forgot. I did this actually the first time when I first started working on these cement boards. I actually forgot to put the insulation behind it, which I was about to do. I don't think I would have actually forgotten, but gotta fill that slot there, that stud bay. So let me grab the one that goes there. So stupid, like I'm all talking about what I'm doing. It's hard to remember to constantly move. I'm moving around all the time. If I had to guess, I'd say it might be this one here. Let's see if it looks right. No, actually, I think this one goes over on the other side. It's short. I need the longer one. I'm like I am dyslexic. I think of opposite stuff all the time. I guess that's it. Yeah. Thought I might have to cut the width a little bit, but because I installed that stud there that kind of encroached on the space where this used to be, but that's just a small change that it's actually totally fine. It's good to have it be a little bit packed in there. A little bit. Didn't have too much extra though. You don't want to like have it bunching up to where it isn't like sitting flat. Man, why am I having such a hard time doing this? I probably should have the width a little bit. I think that's why it's kind of hard to get in there, is because it's like a curtain squishing it together a little bit too much. I think it'll be okay. It shouldn't be wider than your cavity. long as you're not like smashing it though, like I'll try to still get in, kind of pull out the center. There we go. Stapler. Oh, I have no idea where the stapler is. There it is. Make sure I need to get it pulled up high enough so there's no gap on top. I don't want to have any hole there. Make sure. Okay, gotta cut the slot for the wire down there. Oh, dee-do, where's the... It's funny, I don't remember if I mentioned this when I was doing the installation before, but it might be just imagination, but there's times when I feel like I get a whiff of cotton candy smell. And I don't know why this stuff would smell like cotton candy, except that it looks like cotton candy. But every once in a while I just get that smell. It reminds me of that. It's probably my brain just filling in that gap because it doesn't make any sense. Why it's smelling that. Okay, so this is not reaching bottom, but I have a gap, so I'll just grab it from it. Okay, let me go grab a slice of something, a little piece of extra junk. Never want to leave any gap, like I have this little gap on the bottom. Fill that in. Kept all the scraps from the job earlier. Eventually I either need to use them somewhere or get rid of them because they're kind of a nuisance and like all that glass insulation, just dust all over the place. It's gross. I don't like it. Want to like I said, either use it all up or get rid of it and then do a really good vacuum job in here because there's a lot of this glass dust all over. Sure, I've been breathing in all this time, which is not exactly ideal. Can't see anything with that in my face. I had some scissors earlier. I don't know where they went. Okay, so that's good enough, but now I have to cut out a little shape for this power outlet here. I remember to check the camera because I don't have a clue. It's pointing. Yes, that's probably fine. Oh, I should probably at some point take a break for lunch or something or whatever. I do not like making food when I'm in the middle of this stuff. I want to like eat something, be done with it. If I could, I would go out, but I don't have money for that. I'd do it anyway though. $5 lunches you can get someplace that aren't too bad. Try to get this one in place at least. I'm not gonna finish this project before lunch or anything. Barely have to take anything off because in fact I could probably get away with not taking anything off because I'm just going halfway up this blocking. Oh, didn't even really notice that till just now, but let me see what that looks like if I hold this right up next underneath that. Pretty much right where it needs to be. It probably would fit a little better if I cut off just a tiny bit. I think technically it'll work. Yeah, I think I'm okay. I don't think I need to cut it. Now, as far as the width, I'm not sure I got exactly the right width on that. I probably should have cut off just a tiny bit more, like 1/8 of an inch or so, but oh, I don't know. Probably just more or less get it really close to this other board over here. You're supposed to leave like an 1/8 inch gap between boards, I think, but I don't know. I got conflicting information when I was searching about that. Some people just said, put them right up against each other or right up against the framing, you know? And then others were like, no, you gotta leave an 1/8 inch in some places, a 1/4 inch in others. I don't know. Whatever. Probably just leave a tiny gap between the two boards. I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I'll finish this board and then I'll probably end the stream. Might come back later today, or I might just continue off stream. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Going back to the talent thing, though, I would say that the stuff that I do with the stream is probably a talent. It's still like learned skills. Like I learned how to use OBS, I learned how to do a bunch of scripts to make my stream look interesting and all that stuff, but that's probably more of a talent. I think artistic stuff is qualify as a talent. Although even if you've never done art before, if you set your mind to it, you can actually become a somewhat skilled artist just by practice. I truly believe that. You take like a ton of college art classes or just watch a bunch of YouTube videos or just draw like hundreds of things. Like by the time you've drawn 300 drawings, you'll be like a lot better than you were when you started. But there's people that don't even have to practice, they just are good at it naturally, and that's definitely a talent. I'm somewhere in the middle, like I'm not like a prodigy, you know, really good at much of anything, but I think I'm pretty good at learning how to use my hands with different skills, so I guess that's a talent, I don't know. Okay, I just want to get enough screws on the top so I can get it attached, and then I'll do the rest of the pre-drilling after that. Okay, that should be enough, but I need to do the countersinks also. Okay, that's a good start. Hopefully I can get it lined up right. The thing about these though is it really doesn't matter that much if you get them perfectly straight, because well, I mean, yeah, this doesn't matter. I don't know why it matters at all, honestly, but obviously you may as well try to get it straight, but if you're putting tiles over it, the tiles are going to cover up any not straightness of it. I mean, I don't think it matters. It is hard though to wrangle this thing. I might put this corner in first just so I know that that's lined up on that side, and then the rest will face off of that position, I guess. But I don't have to get it up that high at all. I was thinking I had to get it up higher because of that electrical thing, but I mean, not higher, but like I thought I was gonna have to cut into it, but have like massive space there. This is one that I might actually, that is a really bad idea. This might actually break, but I'm gonna take a chance. One screw holding that whole thing in there. How am I gonna get around this? Yeah. I might actually try to level this. It doesn't matter. Honest, I'm kind of curious if I'm just curious if it's matching on the side that where the other board is, if that's level or not, or if I have to pull it up higher to actually make it level. I'm guessing it has to be pulled up a little bit higher to be level, but I don't know. It's I mean, it's pretty close to level, to be honest. Close enough that it looks level on the bubble for the most part, so I think I can just put it right there and be good. Part of the reason I like to stream this stuff, or I think it's valuable to the world, is just to show that, okay, so maybe I have a little bit of experience with stuff, but this is the first time I've ever done this. Actually, technically the second. I did tile one, my parents' shower. Well, that's it. That was it. It's the only other time I've done anything like this. And it's good to show people that, like, if you set your mind to it and you don't have money to pay somebody to do these kind of jobs, you can actually do it yourself, and it's not that hard, honestly. Just take your time. You're not in a rush, you know, just do it one little part at a time, as long as you're not, you know, if you're doing an actual bathroom, then that could be a problem if you take too long to do it. But yeah, I mean, like what I'm doing, I'm working out in my shop, and nothing is, I mean, I want to get it done soon so I can use the shop, but I'm not, you know, a bathroom or a kitchen or something would be a little bit more stressful because you actually need to use those spaces every day. So that presents a challenge. But as long as you have like 2 bathrooms, you know, a backup one that you can take showers in, then you can just take your time on the project. Oh, let's see. These HardieBacker boards are really cool. I like all the design elements they have with the embossed grid and screw hole layout, so you don't have to guess where to put stuff. This one is going to be very close to where the plate is for the electrical. To go up or down a little bit extra. Okay, I think that's all the pre-drills. I just need to do the countersink holes. One thing that I did on the bathroom shower install thing was I did use something like, I don't know if I used HardieBacker or some generic cement board. I think it was a generic. Anyway, I didn't do the Kerdi system, which is like this plastic, it's almost like Mylar or something. This coating that you put over the HardieBacker to waterproof it. Instead, I used the Red Guard, which is like a paint on waterproofing stuff. But yeah, so I don't have any experience using the Kerdi stuff. Is that what it's called? Kerdi, I think. Anyway, but I've watched a bunch of videos on that because I was considering that. But that product is so expensive that it just felt ridiculous to me. But that's kind of, from what I understand from all the videos and stuff, that's kind of the most reliable waterproofing, most thorough thing. And it's not that hard to do, it's just expensive. But this is not going to be used for any kind of water stuff, so there's no need to waterproof it at all. The only thing that when I think about that is, what if someday in the future at this area somebody wanted to convert it into a bathroom or something like that. That's the only reservation or second thought that I would have, is like, if I waterproofed it, then you could do that, but I'm not going to. And the likelihood of that happening where the shop is converted to a bathroom is fairly small, I think. Very small chance. Okay. It's done. The neighbors break from all this impact driver sound too. They're probably getting tired of hearing it. I haven't decided what I'm going to do around the window, but originally I was thinking to have just a whole board up there and then cut out the window. But I'm leaning toward just cutting each side instead of cutting out the window of a full board. So that's probably what I'll do, is just cut each piece separately for each side of the window. is where the wall plate is, so I need to go a little bit lower, apparently. Thought I was going low enough, but apparently not. Okay. That's pretty good. And it's totally okay, and actually it's not only acceptable but recommended to leave like little gaps because of expansion and stuff. And you buy this special mesh tape to put over the edges, and then you just fill it in with thin set, which is the same stuff that you use to attach the tiles. So it's not hard at all, because I can just leave those gaps there until I'm ready to do the tile, if I do the tile at all. And I can just like put all the thin set, shove it into the crack there, and it'll fill in. But if I don't decide to put tile on these walls at all, then I might go over the gaps with the tape and some thin set. But I haven't decided what I'm doing with that stuff yet. But I think that's all I'm going to do for now. I might come back later today and finish the bottom thin strip down there, and then go around the window. And I don't know. We'll see how I feel. Or eat something. Oh, it's nice to get that stupid thing off my ears. That really makes me hungry. Crazy huge things. It'll be nice to take a break out of this dust and fiberglass insulation that I'm probably breathing in. Nasty stuff. So yeah, I think I'll end it there for now. I don't know if I'll be back on later or not. We'll just see. But I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. Just took a lot longer than I kind of expected, but it should look good when I'm done. And it's not really about looks, it's more about just sealing in the insulation, and then the work that I'm going to do out here, some of it will create some dust, and I didn't want all that dust to like get inside the walls. So I kind of wanted to seal the walls off before I got started with that stuff. Got the LED strips that I put up last stream. That was fun. Kind of unnecessary, but it's cool anyway. I like it. So making some progress. But I'm gonna head out, so thanks for joining me if you're lurking or whatever. See you all next time. Not actually that smoky out here. Check the weather, because if it's not going to rain for a few hours, I might actually try to find a place to go for a walk. That would be cool. All right. I'll see you guys later.